This time it's different. Even though I've told you this before, and I can't believe you're still waiting at my door. Why was I so stupid to put selfish desires first? It always gets me nowhere, so I question myself and accept the curse. I'm sorry. This time it's different. Even though I've stood this way before, and I don't understand why you still love me anymore.
Went to the Acton High School because you are amazing. Obviously, I know that I would have had a great time because you folks are really sweet. An incredible amount of work has gone into the planning and organization celebration of this wonderful event. I congratulate you. I congratulate the planning team on the outstanding success of bringing so many people together today for a stroll down memory lane. Welcome! What a thrill to see so many people here. The idea of a reunion started off as a challenge. We sent out chain letters to reach as many people as possible, and a website was developed. Interest grew, and we received many replies. We heard from people all across Canada, the U.S., and points worldwide. I would like to thank all of you who registered and came so many miles. I hope you connect with your old school friends and renew those friendships. Our reunion is not only an event for you to see your friends, but think of all those people that want to see you. I would also like to thank all the people who volunteered here today to help out with the various events. We couldn't have pulled this off without you. And my biggest thanks goes out to the committee who've organized this wonderful celebration. Kathy Tosher, Gail McDowell, Sean Ahern, Lloyd McIntyre, Fran Gibson, Pat Drexler, Lynn Robertson, Jackie Oldham, Sue Sheehan, Cindy Ahern, Wendy Andrews, Sharon Cunningham, Jesse Gibson, Debbie Feenstra, Charlene Higgins, Kathy Hall, Howard Coltrip, and Sylvia Mages. It was my school reunion, and all through my house, I checked in each mirror and begged my poor spouse to tell me I looked great, that my chin wasn't double. He lied through his false teeth just to stay out of trouble. Said that beneath my thick glasses, my eyes hadn't changed, and I had the same figure, just a bit rearranged. He said my skin was still silky, although looser in drape, not like smooth satin, but more like silk crepe. I swallowed his words, hook, sinker, and line, and left for my reunion feeling just fine. I had expected my classmates to stay as young as they were on that long ago day. We greeted each other, but like me through the years, they added gray hair or pounds to their rears. We shared a few memories and some old class jokes. We were 18 in spirit, though we looked like our folks. We turned up our hearing aids and dimmed down the lights, rolled back the years, and were young for the night. Don't forget to take a walk down memory lane of good old Acton High and take in the many displays. Welcome back and enjoy the time for reminiscing. Thank you.
It's different. Even though I've told you this before, and I can't believe you're still waiting at my door. Why was I so stupid to put selfish desires first? It always gets me nowhere, so I question myself and accept the curse. I'm sorry. This time it's different. Even though I've stood this way before, and I don't understand why you still love me anymore. Why would this time is different. Though I've looked this way before, you seem so distant and my eyes can't focus anymore. Why was I so stupid to put selfish desires first? It always gets me nowhere, so I question myself and accept the terms. I'm sorry, I still ask, why do you love me? And why do you care? 'Cause every time I fall, you pick me up with your loving stare. Why do you love me? And why do you care? Every time I fall in. Why do you love me? And why do you care? Every time I'm falling, you pick me up with your loving stare. Why do you love me? And why do you care? Every time I'm falling. Spinning round each other, we're in orbit, trying not to let our worlds collide. Just before she gets here, she's already gone. You know the time's not on our side. No one ever said it would be easy. I never thought I'd have to say goodbye. I wish that I could tell you all the things I've got inside my head, but I'm afraid the words will fly like bullets from my mouth and kill the hand that keeps my spirit fed. No one ever said it would be easy. I never thought I'd have to say goodbye.
I didn't know whether you were coming or not. I said to him last night, I wonder if Ellie's coming. I didn't know if you'd be here. No, this is so nice. We have been friends since, oh God, I don't know, public school. Yeah.
Infancy.
Just about. Just hello to everybody because I don't know. I came today thinking I'm not going to know anybody because everybody changes so much. And there are a few people that I recognize, but some I have to go up and see the tag. And oh yeah, I know you.
When was the last time you guys were together? Long time?
I'm not sure. Long time. Yeah. Long time. Yeah.
We had many good times. We had good dances and a good football team, and we had a ball.
Great teachers.
Yeah, it's great teachers.
Great teachers. Yeah.
We had a lot of fun with the teachers. Some of the disciplines back then were a bit different than they are today, but we got it through it all.
Right.
And it was fun walking that walk, coming through town. All the different hangouts, our restaurants, Watson's, and every place like that, and just all your friends. It's really nice to have them all there.
And Sue, you're on the organizing committee.
Yes, I am.
How was that?
We've had 3 years of fun. I've met a lot of people I haven't seen for years. Really am sad that it's going to be over, but we're going to have a great weekend. A lot of fun.
Special thanks to all the people who put this together because I know it's a lot of work. And Sue, thank you for being one of them.
Thank you. Have fun, everybody.
We were a close-knit group and we had a lot of fun together. That's what I remember. I'm hoping to say hello to all of them in a little while. The only one I've kept track of is Shauna Hearn. Living out in California, I don't see very many other people.
Excited about being here?
Very excited. Yeah, for the past week I've been giggling the whole time.
Is serious?
This is a reunion of old people.
We don't have memories anymore. Not good ones anyway.
And speaking of memories, do you have any fond memories of the school?
Well, he was just telling us one. Now you tell that story because I had never.
Brian Otterbein and I think it was Norm Elliott had a cow's eyeball. They were heading for class with the cow's eyeball, and they dropped it right at that corner. And there was some. It was in between classes. There was some girls came around the corner. Two of them fainted. I'm pretty sure that Brian missed school for a few days after that.
If Brian's here today, we'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I wasn't one of the girls who fainted, obviously, so I don't remember that. But.
I think what I remember most when we had home ec class, none of us liked sewing, so we used to go and buy our clothes in the store and cut the labels off. And we handed them in, and our home ec teacher was kind of getting on in age. So she thought we just did a wonderful job sewing all these clothes.
Bruce Andrews and Keith Landers will be running the
Let me
track.
see. The main thing I remember is playing euchre up in the bleachers of the gym at lunchtime. There was 4 of us, and every day we went up there. No money, just played euchre for our lunch hour. That was fun.
Oh, just the old crowd. But we see each other quite often all the time anyways, you know. Like we keep in touch. It's nice.
You're looking forward to this event this week?
Yeah, actually I am.
Oh, well, there was a streaker went through here back in '74, and well, he won't name any names, but that was pretty funny.
That's a big thing back then.
That was a big one.
Yeah. Remember the Christmas pageant with what they used to call the band there, and all the girls used to scream and that? Rob Wisdoms and all them?
Oh, I just talked about that the other day.
At the Christmas assembly.
this is our last gig.
Are you kidding? Man.
We're out of here. We're out of here.
It's been misery.
Absolute misery. It's terrible.
You know, it was just fun to walk down the hall. You know, you see lots of people. It was a goofy time. Everybody was doing a lot of changes. You could express yourself. It was a lot of fun. You know, every day was a great day.
After this game, I understand, was the president of the Students' Council. Is that 1973? 2 years in a row?
Yeah. Well, as far as I can remember, 72, 73. Yeah.
So did you vote on popularity?
Well, I think nobody else would take the job. And I wanted to have control over who the bands that played it at the dances. So the president of Student Council got to book them. Made one mistake. I had a chance to book Edward Bear or Roy Orbison. I took Edward Bear. Who would know? Don't let that get around
All right, here you go. Try and remember this one. I want to give you 40 days to get by home. Call around the kids, you want man on the telephone. Gonna leave some chocolate in ya. Be the very thing you'll have to send ya. Still gonna be back home in 40 days. Well, I'm knocking through the jobs in a Friday early this morning. Took me to the shop. Now on the Friday morning. Friday morning. Need some chocolate in ya. Everything you'll have to send ya. Still gonna be back home in 40 days. Well, 40 days. I said 40 days. I'm gonna still gonna be back home in 40 days. Gonna leave some chocolate in ya. Everything you'll have to send ya. Still gonna be back home in 40 days. Here we go now.
And although we don't see each other as often as we want to, we're still friends. We went to school together. We still see each other as often as possible. Not often enough, but things just carry on.
Were any of you streakers at Acton?
Oh, him.
No.
Oh, thank you, Margaret. But I was with you at the time, Margaret.
Probably.
The girls really. You guys really didn't do it much. No.
I
It was the girls.
graduated
She
from
does all the
university
time.
before I streaked.
That's right.
Streaking didn't become popular until 1974, and so myself and Hank Wisens, who was singing in the dance, and we streaked around the residence buildings at the University of Guelph. Were you there with us that time?
I didn't do that.
So you were actually a streaker?
Yeah, but not in Acton.
We went out of town, that's right.
Just say, great seeing all the people. How they've all changed, and all for the better, too, I might add.
Oh, I didn't think I changed. One memory. Just that it was such a wonderful school and that almost all the students knew everybody, and the faculty intermingled with us so well. A lot of them were even friends and mentors and not just teachers. It was just incredible. Wonderful high school.
Yeah, we were all friends in high school. We all knew each other. It was just a very close group. And as we were sort of seeing everybody again, we can just realize, remember all the friendships. So it's just been absolutely wonderful.
I was part of Project Action, which when they wouldn't let us have our high school dances because there was too much fooling around stuff going on. So they closed down our high school dances. So we formed our own group and started having dances down the arena.
Cheerleaders, 1960.
This is the actual squad. We're
First
missing
squad.
one girl, that's all.
One
Terry
girl for
Curtis.
what year?
Terry Curtis.
Oh, we got her! We got the whole thing. Yes, she was in 1967. First.
1967.
There were no cheerleaders. No, there were some before us.
But not as
then
good
there
as
was-
us.
Yeah, no. We had to try out, remember? Yeah, we had tryouts.
I have a memory. I remember Marie with the best white lipstick of any cheerleader on the squad. She looked fabulous with white lipstick.
She had the first tan of the summer, which made me sick.
I don't
You have
remember
to
the
get out
tan.
early.
You used to
Don't do that now. I've got a better story. Do you remember when the cheerleaders were hauled into Mrs. Lavlow's office and
Yes.
told that we were doing provocative cheers?
Yes.
That we didn't have the bodies to go along with that. So we should change our cheers. Okay, we're gonna do a cheer. Ready?
I don't know it.
All right, let me
Go back into the woods. You haven't got the woods. Got the woods.
2, 3, and
Thunder, thunderation, we're the Acton delegation when we fight with determination, we create a sensation. Thunder, thunderation, we're the Acton delegation when we fight with determination.
Dance at the arena was probably the biggest event that the town has seen ever, and virtually everybody has some connection with the town, so I think it was great. For me, everything came together last night when the Shanes took the stage. There seemed to be some kind of magical moment when they came on the stage and performed, and I think that everybody here, the nostalgia just seemed to come over us in waves, and I know that was a high point for me, and I kind of wish it was still going on. We were going to have a repeat tonight, but that just isn't going to happen. Actually, I really don't. I don't think I could have two mornings like this morning in a row. We all have fond memories of high school. I don't want to bore people with the stuff that I remember, but I'm sincere when I say that for me, the friendships and alliances and so on that I made in high school are still the strongest ones I have. I'm very fortunate that most of my friends were here yesterday. I think it was very clear that Ted had looked forward to this today with more interest and emotion than most people, because he knew all of us. But in high school, the Bear, as he was referred to affectionately, he didn't have to rule with an iron fist to get us to behave. We all cut up, we all misbehaved, we all did things, but he didn't have to get us to toe the line with any kind of particular heavy-handedness. And I know that it's a tough time for his family, and Kay and one of his sons are here today. I know he's here with us in spirit, and just ask you to share that moment. Also in the front hall, there are 3 boards that are in memoriam boards, and virtually all of us know many or at least some of those people. And I guess they're here with us in spirit as well. I think all of us had mixed emotions about today because there are people that we wish could have been here with us and they're not. And for those people who could have been here and didn't come, it's their loss. We all know we had a great time.
I just want to say that, you all look wonderful. You look exactly the way you did on your yearbook pictures. Why did we bother with the name tags? Having went to school in the 70s was a real special time, because that was at a time of a transition. More things were happening in the 70s than probably any other time. You had close to the end of the Vietnam War in the late 60s. The 70s, you had the hippie trend, the Archie Bunker program coming out. That threw out all political correctness. We had Randy Newman's song, Short People Had No Reason to Live. Remember that song? Bell Bottoms came out. And God bless Reverend Bennett the halter top. Politically, things were changing. Richard Nixon, we all remembered him. He promised to take crime off the street, and he did. He put it in the White House. So we had the Watergate thing going on, and then of course, the history was made in Acton when we had somebody kind of streak through the schools. And a lot of people may not remember this, but I was part of it, and I collected $5 off of everybody. There were 17 of us, and it came up to $85, and one individual was going to streak. Of course, we, being what we are, the word got out that this individual was going to streak, and he got called into the principal's office, and he was told, if you streak, you're going to be expelled. Well, I was the one holding all the money for everybody, so I happened to know somebody else who was always a gamer, somebody I grew up with, and I looked at him and I said, I think you got to do this. Yep, I'm going to do it. When? Next period. I said, well, aren't you going to prepare? It doesn't take anything to take the clothes off. Now, this is the first week in February. Timing is everything. All of a sudden, word got out, there's going to be a streaker. Mr. Goring, he let his whole class out. He has his camera there to take pictures. The cafeteria cleans out. So I go to the wash, and I'm still holding on to the money, and we had it all well planned, the getaway car, the whole bit. And this fellow comes out of the wash, and I said, don't go down the main hall, because everybody knows you're there. Somebody's going to trip you up. Anyway, this individual, I don't want to mention his name, but I think most of you know who he is. He comes out, and he's a tall, gangly fellow, and he had a pair of running shoes on, knee socks, a paper bag over his head. And to this day, I haven't figured out why. Plus he had a belt. God knows that he's going to hold up. So he comes into the washroom, he hands me his clothes, and I said, well, I could hold on to the money, because he has no place to put it. And out the door he goes. And he's running right past the cafeteria. He's going so fast. And this person was a tremendous athlete and a great runner. He's going so fast. there's the glass doors. He decides to put the brakes on, and he slides, and his arm goes right through the glass door. Don't feel bad, he wasn't cut. It's a miracle he never hurt himself. He opens up the door, and there's Jeff Sanson there with his 3-year-old daughter. Now, Harry Swallow was teaching the biggest history class of his life right now. And this individual was, "Hi, Harry, how are you?" Poor Harry. And unfortunately, the principal kind of heard how much this individual streaked for. So he called the first guy who was going to do the streaking. He says, "I want $85 from you or else you're suspended." So in other words, this person streaked for nothing. You never got a and must have paid for a heck of a good Valentine's party with the staff or something. Because, but also after that, and the yearbook and his pictures, and they also allude to the streaker, and it's the first time in Acton history. Well,
that was inspiring.
As a writer, I find myself making up people and events, drawing from a variety of sources, gossip. I've become extremely skillful at eavesdropping. So if you find any of the snippets that you may have leaked during this reunion showing up in a detail somewhere, beware. But I have always found that as a writer, when I talk about place, I need a real place. Some place that I can touch and smell. And Acton fits that description pretty well. When I was growing up in Acton in the 50s and 60s, it really did have a very distinct odor. And through my head, Acton seems to be a place that I come back to again and again. So I guess there really is something in that old saying that says you can take the girl out of Acton, but you can't take Acton out of the girl. Now, I'm going to read you a very short excerpt from the story in my collection. The story is called The Gold Mountain Coat. And if some of you were in Acton in the 50s and 60s, this might ring a bell. The small town that was my home was typical of many small towns in Ontario. It had one main street, one elementary school, one district high school, and 5 churches: Presbyterian, Anglican, United, Roman Catholic, and a Dutch Reformed church on the edge of town. Its distinctive architectural features were the funeral home and the post office. A hardware store, a drugstore, a barber shop, and a restaurant that served Canadian food. And typical of all small towns, it also had a Chinese restaurant and a Chinese hand laundry. My father operated the hand laundry, and the other Chinese family managed the Chinese restaurant. I was the only Chinese child in the town. When my family first arrived, the family was run by 2 brothers and their father, Sam Singh. When I first met Sam, he was already in his 70s. He had a head of thick, almost totally black hair, parted at the side. He seemed robust and alert, and for a man his age, he moved with amazing agility. My parents told me that Sam owed his exceptionally good health to drinking turtle soup made with Gilby's gin. Thank you again for inviting me. It's been an honor to be here.
At the beginning, there's a very precious opportunity here that everyone has, and most of us, for all intents and purposes, have been silly about life in general as far as keeping in contact with our friends and comrades. And this is a perfect opportunity not to let that slip away again. It probably isn't going to happen again for most of us. So, like Norm said, somehow or other, in the era of electronic mail and other things that you have available to you, reach out and touch someone, because pretty soon it'll be too late. I want to take this opportunity to once again thank everybody in the town of Acton, from the volunteers to the sponsors to the support people to the Legion for the wonderful breakfast they put on this morning. The bus service that was provided yesterday was an excellent idea and a wonderful, wonderful help to a lot of people. From my heart, as an alumni and a longtime member of this community, I want to thank everybody. There has never been, in the time I've been in this town, an event I can remember as emotional and well put together as this one. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for coming, and God bless everyone. Have a safe trip home, and see you in another 25.
Try and remember this one. I want to give you 40 days to get by all my